Well, hello out there, all you Homespinners. We've got a little story and a song to go along with the election week and the Equinox. Hope you enjoy. Do you know how many minority governments we've had since conception, nationally and provincially? Do we know who had them and when? Well, we've had 14 minority governments in Canada and in Ottawa, 14 out of 48. That's almost 1 in 3, eh? Then if you add the 40 or so provincial minority governments, Newfoundland, Labrador, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, BC, and the Yukon, the only province without a minority government ever is Alberta. Okay, so nationally, Canada's had 14 minority governments, and the last two cost in excess of $1 billion. No telling what the total cost has been since 1867. Majority governments are obligated to govern for at least 4 years, but minority governments are not. Because they can be ousted at any time by a non-confidence motion passed by the opposition. The average length of the minority governments nationally is 479 days. You know, that's less than a year and a half. And Joe Clark's Conservative government only survived 9 months. And it all started with Alexander Mackenzie, the Liberal, in 1873. And next came William Lyon Mackenzie King, the Liberal, with back-to-back minorities, 1921 and 25. Next, Arthur Meehan, Conservative, 1926. And then John Diefenbaker, Conservative, minorities, 57 and 62. He was followed by Liberal leader Lester Pearson, who had 2 minority governments back-to-back, 63 and 65. And then Papa Pierre Trudeau, 1972, minority. And then, of course, Joe Clark in 79. And the next was a Liberal government of Paul Martin in 2004. And then Stephen Harper, Conservative, back-to-backs again, 2006 and 8. Now we've got another back-to-back minority leader, 2019 and 21. So it really doesn't seem to matter whether the leader is Liberal or Conservative, because at a third of the time, they're going to saddle us up with a short-term minority government. But can we afford a minority that costs everything we have to pay? $600 million, they say. Did it fly away? Is some in your pocket? There's none in mine, but still we have to pay. Can we afford to govern ourselves this minority way? $600 million, they say. Did it fly away? Is there some in your pocket? There's none in mine, but still we all have to pay. Can we afford a minority that costs everything we have to pay? $600 million, they say. Did it fly away? Is some in your pocket? There's none in mine, but still we have to pay. Can we afford to govern ourselves this minority way? Yes, can we afford to govern ourselves this minority way?